Hello and welcome back to ATM10 to the Sky. So, as you can see, I did a little building off camera. I thought that it would be best to, make this area not look absolutely horrendous. So I put some leaves around the place. I did this big honey drip. I don't know if this looks good or not. I like it. And I did a little bit of the ground as well. And I set up some expansion boxes with advanced oak beehives. There's slots for 12 bees, but we can always go like up. But I think for now 12 bees is going to be fine for what we're going to do. Today's the day we're going to do Super Factory Manager. So I did a decent amount of testing, and I'm pretty sure the easiest way to take all the combs out of here, put them into a centrifuge, and then put them into these drawers is by using Super Factory Manager. And I wrote up a little script, and we're going to see if that works. So let's go through it together. First off, we got to get all the Super Factory stuff, so let's go do all that. So first things first is we need the Factory Manager. So let's make this. Then we also need the inventory cables, which are pretty easy to make. It's just a chest, iron bars, weighted pressure plate. Why does it give us ender chest? I don't want to use an ender chest. Inventory cables, awesome. Then we're going to use the network tool as well, just in case we need it. For this, we'll need the sign recipe. What else do we need? Ooh, the heavy weighted pressure plate. I've never understood the difference. I'm pretty sure it's how far the redstone goes and how many times it gets pulsed, but I could be wrong. All right, let's see what else we need. We need a label gun. Oops. And I think there's one other thing I'm forgetting. Yes, we need the program disk. How could I forget? So first things first, we're going to make a factory manager, and we're also going to make a program disk. While we're doing all that, might as well make some cables. So I'm trying to figure out where the best spot to put this factory manager would be, but I think I'm just going to hide it right here, and you'll see why soon. So if we click the factory manager, it says state missing disk. So we will pop a disk into here, and it pulls up all of these things. So what we're going to want to do is click edit, and it gives us a blank space. What we can also do is view examples, and it gives you all of these examples that we could choose from. I think I'm just going to click a simple program because it gives us kind of what we need. So I'm going to name it, what should we name it? Beans. Bees. So basically what we want this to do is, I guess we'll keep it at every 20 ticks. We want it to do something. So what do we want it to do? So as you can see here, let me get this a little, this is kind of annoying me that there's no space in it. So as you can see here, it says input from A, output to B. So for example, we'd want to take our input from the hives, and we would want to output that to the centrifuges, right? And then we would also want to take the input from the centrifuges, which is technically the output of the centrifuges, and then we would want to output that to the drawer. So how would we write that? We would say input from hives, plural, because there's going to be multiple of them, and then we will pop this output here, and then we would want to do output to centrifuges. And inside this every 20 ticks, we pretty much want the exact same lines, except it's going to be input from centrifuges, hopefully I'm spelling this right, output to drawers. So this should be the code that we need. Actually, it might be output to drawer because we're going to put it in a storage controller, but we'll see. So let's submit this, and let's see how this is going to work. So the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to label all of our machines that we're using, okay? So let's do that. So if you look at our label gun and we click, we can enter new names. So we're going to add hives, we're going to add centrifuges, and we're going to add drawer. So we're going to click on hives, because now our label gun is set to hives, and we're going to click all of these. Perfect. Next thing we want to do is we're going to go to centrifuges. And I guess we'll just place our centrifuges over here, make it nice and easy. So let's make a few of those. I guess we'll just make 3 for now. I'm not really sure how many we're going to need, but yeah, we'll go from there. And then we're also going to put we need a storage controller, don't we? So we'll slap that there. I kind of don't like that it's on the ground. I guess these are on the ground, though. But I like our little oak theme. What can I do about that? Okay, I don't hate this. So we can stick with this. So now we are going to label our centrifuges. So centrifuge, centrifuge, centrifuge. We can always add more. So don't worry if this isn't enough. I think it might be. Now we are going to label our drawer. Bang, drawer. So as you can see, we can see all our hives, centrifuges, and drawer. So now you're probably wondering, how do we connect these? We're going to take these inventory cables and basically go underneath all these blocks and connect them. So I guess I gotta have to get rid of what I just did, huh? That's okay. There's blocks that we can cover up with. So it's not too big of a deal. We gotta get small for this. Have to not forget to lock all these drawers, of course. Leave this one open because we're only working with one resource. And then let's add all these drawers. Oh, we need to add more area. So we'll grab a diamond. Grab some diamond upgrades. And we can always slap these in here. I don't know how many it's going to need. That's still not enough room. Oh, because we didn't put any in. And now the area on this is absolutely massive, I'm sure. So we can just click all of those with the storage controller. So now these are all hooked up to here. All right. So let's just make sure everything is good. I believe everything is good. Now let's see. Label centrifuges is used in code, but not assigned in the world. Interesting. Really? I feel like these are assigned in the world. Maybe I am wrong. Did you remember to push your labels using the label gun? Are they not pushed? Maybe I have to relabel everything. I don't know. Oh, we need to push the labels. I see. So we click all these, and then we click it with the label gun. And now it should be working, right? The beehives aren't here. Hey, it's taking this out of the... Well, I'm curious to see if we lock this and we slap these bad boys in here. Oh, because these centrifuges don't work with comb blocks. Huh. So it seems like it's working. Here, I'll show you what I did to make it work. Because it wasn't working. It said you had to push the labels. I didn't know... I completely forgot that you had to click it to push the labels with the label gun. So this is what I changed the code to as well. So the name is bees. Every 20 ticks, this is what we want to do. We want to take input from each hive, and we want to output the centrifuges round robin by block. So each centrifuge is going to get an even amount of combs. And then from the input from the centrifuges, we want to put it to the drawer. So this should all be working. Cool. Let's go try to get some heated centrifuges. Because if you can tell, actually, let's put some nuggets in here. And let's see, are these nuggets now going to go into our drawer? Yes, it is. So now this is all set up, and this should work for everything we want to do. Bees-wise, of course. So we need to get a centrifuge that can take these comb blocks. Let's go do it. Before we go and capture our bees that we need to get, I want to make a few upgrades. First off, I want to make simulator. This is basically going to simulate what the bees are doing so they don't have to constantly be leaving the hive and going back in and all that. And for that, we need some anti-teleport. And I also want to do all these productivity upgrades as well. The productivity omega is going to be tough to make because we don't have some of this stuff. This Heart of the Sea is going to be a little bit of a pain to get, if I had to assume. Unless we do an Elder Guardian? No, even the Elder Guardian predictions don't give us Heart of the Sea. So how are we going to get these? Mostly I'm worried about the Nautilus shell. And even the ink sack's a little scary. Well, I guess we could just do squid prediction. So we could do squid prediction for that. Prismarine, we should have a ton of, which we do. And the Nautilus shell. I guess we'll just do... Oh, there's prismarine bees. Oh, no. That's not. I guess we could do a drowned prediction. Okay. Well, we got some work to do, guys. First off, let's go get the bees we need. We're still waiting on this copper. So we're taking Dragon's Breath, and we're slapping it on an obsidian nest. We need our bee cages. And that gave us a draconic bee. Perfect. So now we have 5 draconic bees. Let's go back. Time crystals. Nice to see you. So with these draconic bees, I guess we'll put them over here. We're going to put upgrade simulator. And as you can see down here, now there's a little cage. So we could put all our draconic bees in here. And let's see what our draconic bees eat. What do you eat? I guess it takes a dragon egg. I'm not really sure. We'll put you here. I guess we'll put you here. Seems to be working. Let's take a few of these productivity upgrades as well. See what it does. And I guess we can hit it with a little tick acceleration. Oh, it's loud. Seems to be producing. So the bees aren't leaving the nest, which is exactly what we want, actually. And let's see, is it going to all the centrifuges? Yes, it is. So we want to take this draconic dust, and we'll just slap it here, and then it should start filling up with this draconic dust. So with this draconic dust, we turn it into draconic chunks. So maybe what I'll do is I'll turn this into a compacting drawer. But then it's going to be an ugly color. Nah, we'll just leave it as is. So we need somewhere to store all this wax as well. I guess we'll just put the wax right here for now. And see, I instantly transferred it in. Awesome. So this looks a little ugly, so I guess we'll go like this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hey, you can see the combs in here. But yeah, it's putting all the unobtainium comb blocks in here as well, because it's just doing round robin right now, but that's all right. I think this will keep up once we get some speed upgrades. Actually, let's just make a few, and we'll pop them in. See how much faster it goes with all the speed upgrades. So let's see. I think it's going a little bit faster. Oh, yeah, it's going way faster, actually. And the productivity upgrades will make it do multiple combs at once. So yeah, this looks great. Once we get better upgrades for everything will start running a lot more smooth. Not to say this isn't running smooth, but you know what I mean. And I'll probably end up moving this somewhere. I just don't know where yet. So let's actually cover up all these ugly cables, because I don't want to look at them. So what we can do is there is something called a camo block, which is just white dye, blue dye. It's just a bunch of dyes. So we'll make a bunch of these. We will take our stripped logs, and we can just craft with the camo block. And I believe, well, that's not what I want to do. Maybe we have to click it from the top. Let's try. Click from the top. That's not ideal. That is really not ideal. So let's try with this. Yes, okay, that'll do, I guess. No one's gonna be able to tell. Yeah, that looks cool. So I took some of the logs, stripped them, and then did this. You just pop them in here, and you craft them like that. So we'll take our camo blocks, pop it in here, and we'll do that over here as well. Looks pretty swag. Oh, we need some dirt. I guess it would be grass, right? I guess it would need to be grass block. Make a bunch of grass blocks. Need one. Pop that here. No one will ever tell. Gotta fix the blocks out here too, just in case someone looks. All right. So that should be all the covering of the cables. Let's make our heated centrifuges. All right. Let's take these centrifuges. And we want to make some heated centrifuges. And we need more draconic dust. Hopefully that's enough. Perfect. These are crafted up. Pop, pop, pop. Hopefully they don't actually have to be heated. Oh, and they save their label as well. Just in case, I'll push the label. But yeah. So these are going relatively quick even without speed upgrades. And can they take block form? They cannot take block form. Oh, yes, they can. I'm lying to myself. Cool. So these will take blocks. Look how much faster these are going. And these aren't even with productivity upgrades as well. So this is great. This is producing. So let's see if we speed up the system a little bit. So this is going super fast. So yeah, that seemed to be working very fast. So maybe we need a few more centrifuges, or maybe we just need to upgrade the speed. Who knows? The honey on this is max. I don't know what we're supposed to do about that, but I don't think we're gonna do anything about it. All right, so I think what we should do, now that this is all set up with our factory manager, is we should get the rest of the materials going for, or the rest of the bees that we need. So I got some plans. Let's get the rest of the bees. And I hooked this up. Oh, wait, this is... I hooked up the wrong thing. I guess I need to move this down a little bit. I hooked up the wrong storage. How could I? I'm at a loss for where I should store this wax. I shall store it there. So now everything should be hooked up all nice. But yeah, just the wireless connector into the storage controller. All right, let's get the rest of the bees we need. I made a ton of these ancient bees, and let's turn them all into adults. Well, we ran out of treats, but now we have 30 adult ancient bees, which we need to bottle, of course. This is so sad. I just killed 30 netherite bees, but it only gave me 91%. That seems low. Maybe I wasn't giving this enough time, because I had Infurium essence in here, and maybe it was destroying some of the genes. Let's see how many. Oh, yeah, we got 6. Interesting. Alright. Next thing we gotta do is we have to extract a bunch of souls. We need to make chicken seeds, because we need eggs. That's full. It's also full. That's also full. That's also full. So now we have our chicken seeds. I don't know if I showed that. We're making chicken essence now, so that's cool. So now we gotta go get a recipe for eggs. So the whole reason why I just did all that was to get egg recipe, because we need it for a bunch of stuff, believe it or not. So let's go up to the breeder. We will make some netherite bees. We will take our honey treats, and we will speed this up a little bit. So we got our ancient bee spawn egg, and hopefully you can see where we're going with this. 6 will be the perfect amount. Cool. So now we got 6 ancient bee spawn eggs, and let's go melt them. So we need to smelt 24 all the modium ingots. I realize it's probably all the modium, but I say all the modium. It's probably all the modium. I don't know why. I gotta start saying all the modium. I don't know why I say modium. It's like I say coffee and chocolate. Chocolate. I can't say it normally. I can't say it normally. It's just chocolate. I don't know. I'm a problem. Next up, we need to smelt 24 vibranium. And we gotta smelt 24 unobtainium. So now we're going to make 4 vibranium bees. So now we will save these 2 unobtainium. I guess we don't need to actually melt 24 unobtainium. We only need to do 8. Well, whatever. We'll just keep it in there in case we need it for later. Cool. So now we have 2 unobtainium bees, 2 vibranium bees, and 2 all the modium bees. So same thing like what we did for our other hives. We're just gonna put a simulator in here, and let's see, can we make any productivity? So what's the next best, the next greatest? I'm assuming it is the gamma. Can we make any of these? Holy God. We need more draconic dust. Produce. Let's give this guy a gamma. Is he gonna start producing blocks? No. He produces blocks. Might have to speed these up as well. Alright, well, regardless, let's get our extra bees in here. So now we got 2 unobtainium bees, 2 all the modium bees, and 2 vibranium bees. So now we gotta get them fed. So the unobtainium bees will go in here, there. All the modium will go here and here. And vibranium will go here and here. And I guess we'll give them some speed upgrades. I don't really know. Just for now, I guess. And we'll speed these up just so we get a little something something. Got vibranium combs. Cool. So we have to automatically put these nuggets in, but we'll put that nugget in. And did we get any vibranium nuggets? We got 1. Okay. So at least these are now in the system. Let's keep on expanding. Alright, there's another bee I want to make. So we are just going to speed this up a little bit. So, while that's happening, we got a crystalline bee. It's really loud. So now we want to breed this bee with one of our ender bees. Speed you up. This is going to give us a spatial bee. So with this spatial bee, we're going to take it and we're going to give it a Fluix pearl. And then it's going to turn into a Fluix bee. Give me this. Just waiting for this guy to turn into an adult. Cool. So now we have our Fluix bee. So now what we want to do is breed our 2 Fluix bees. So we get a bunch of those. I'm going to go make a few more honey seeds while this is happening. Believe it or not, we need a lot of honey. Okay, so I just turned a bunch of these Fluix bees into adults, and now we're going to need to crush them. So now we're going to take some egg and some of our honey Fluix treats. That's why I was bottling them down. And we're going to do a little conversion here. We're going to take some water, our Fluix bee spawn eggs, and some entro dust. And this is going to make us entro bee spawn eggs. So we are going to take our entro bees, and we're going to pop them into here. So these give entro crystals. So as you can see, it's just going to automatically produce us entro crystals. What I really want to get is this time bee spawn egg, but it's a little bit of a pain to craft. We need 2 eclipse alloy bees, 2 skulk bees, 2 celeste gem bees, and a draconic bee. This is doable, don't get me wrong. Very doable, actually. But it's going to be annoying. I don't even know if it's worth it. I think I'm going to veto the time bee. Is there like a lava bee? Well, I think for now, this is the extent of the bees that we're going to do. Pretty valuable resources, but we will be getting upgrades for these eventually. But for now, if there's a resource that we need a lot of, we'll just make a bee for it. We have this area fully set up now, and it's fully automated, so we don't even have to worry about this at all. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this is set up, and we can always, you know, upgrade it a little bit more and do better. In the meantime, I'm going to make some diamond bees if that is possible. All right, cool. So let's move on. Okay, so I'm debating making either this Wither's Compass right now or going towards the Dragon Soul, because we can do most of this stuff, like, automatically. So I'm debating which one we should do. We have to do... Okay, we have to do... What is it called? Draconic Evolution, I believe. Yeah, we're going to have to do Draconic Evolution for 2 of these, right? Because this is Draconic Evolution, this is Draconic Evolution, and this is Draconic Evolution. So yeah, we're going to have to do Draconic Evolution for 2 of these things. So I'd say Draconic Evolution would probably be a good start to do relatively soon. And I'm looking at it. This is Mechanism. Wow, a lot of Mechanism we have to do. This is Auratech. This is Mechanism. RF Tools Utility. Dimensional Shard. This is easy to make. So this stuff is easy to make. This stuff is easy to make. We just need a lot of the Vibrant Alloy. Honestly, it might be worth to make a B for the Vibrant Alloy, but I'm not sure. And then we're just going to have to do, like, a couple weird mods. Like, I'm pretty sure this is Occultism. Yeah. But we're making very steady progress towards the ATM Star. What is this? Oh, this is also Ender IO. Soul Vial. Oh, goodness. So we have to get into Soul Binding eventually. Let's try to make the Wither's Compass. Let's see how far we can get with that. Maybe that'll be our goal for this episode. Try to make the Wither's Compass. Wither's Compass? Yes, Wither's Compass. Oh, so we need to start saving some of these Wither predictions. That's news to me. So I'm going to go back here, add this Wither prediction tag, and I'm also going to add the tag for the Ender prediction. And let's see, does this start pulling out Wither predictions now into this chest? Yeah, so I guess we're going to have to just give up on making Nether Stars, and we're going to need Wither predictions. So I'm glad I noticed that when I did. So we'll start stocking up on Wither predictions, which isn't, like, the biggest deal. Is there a way to automatically put things into here? Because this is getting, like, very annoying. Like, having to run over here and put it in the matrix. I guess it's not, like, the biggest deal ever, but it's a little annoying. What if we can use, like, a fuzzy card or something? That's for next episode. I think maybe... let's just try it, right? So I'm going to take a pattern out of here. Let's get small so we can pop up here. We will grab a cable, pop you there, put an import bus here, and then we'll put a fuzzy card with a couple Excel cards, acceleration. And what are we going to be importing? We're going to be importing a crafting card. So if we put a crafting card in our here and we go to pattern, I just imported it into the system. I need to export it. I just took out every crafting recipe ever that we've done and put it into the system. I'm such a brick. I'm the brick. Why do we have 2 crafting recipes for... What is this? I guess it's good that we have 1 crafting recipe for everything but this. But, okay. So destroy this. We need an export bus. And now what we're going to do is grab the acceleration card and the fuzzy card. And now we will export all the patterns, right? So now if we go to pattern, okay, cool. Except the smithing table pattern. I guess we need that to be like a pattern provider underneath the smithing table, which I guess is true, actually. Let's take that out. Take that out. Pop that in here. So if we make a pattern, I think we can just put it in our terminal and auto, and it'll put it in automatically. I can't believe this worked. Yeah, wow. Okay, that's completely fine. Let's continue on with the wither's compass. Well, at least it works. So now we need to be making the witherless rose. For that, we need the rose bush recipe. We need the fertile essence recipe, which we should have all of this stuff from the mob farm. Maybe not rib bones. Oh, we only have... I mean, how many of these are we going to need? We could always get a skeleton prediction going to get more rib bones. So if we run out, that's what we'll do. We need a player interface. Wither builder, we should be able to do. Except we need a supreme machine frame, which is easy to make with what we have. So let's pop that in here. Here. We can make that easily because we have the ether gas, as long as our ether gas is still going, right? 95 buckets. I mean, it's slowly going up, like really slowly going up. Oh, yeah. Let's pop these patterns back in here. 8x netherese. For this, we need a netherite generator. Block of charcoal? Can't it just be coal? What if we do coal? Nope, it has to be a block of charcoal. Are you kidding me, man? Okay, where are we at with this? Nether star block. And do we have enough wither skeleton skulls for this? So if we wanted to make an 8x generator, could we make 2 of them? Why is it using Menril? What recipe is using Menril? Let me look this up. Is it the charcoal? Jeez, why are you using Menril, dude? Come on, be smarter than that. So if I wanted to try to make one of these right now, would it make it? No, because our nether star block. Oh, I guess I didn't encode that recipe. And now we got to set up the player interface. And to make the player interface, what do we need? We need ender casing, which is this stuff, which we need a block of black quartz. We need empowered. Oh, okay. So we got to automate the empowerer. This is very, very doable. So no stress on this. Unless it is stressful, then there's going to be some stress on it. So we need to automate the atomic reconstructor as well. Okay. All right. Let's do some additions. Actually additions. Is that what the mod's called? Actually. Okay, yeah, let's let's do it. I am happy with how our bee area looks. Our bees are looking fairly productive, especially the unobtainium bee, which is kind of why I wanted to do this anyway. But we do need a bunch of this draconic chunk, and I guess getting unobtainium is good. But yeah, we just need the better upgrades. And I'm going to switch this over to wither skeleton skulls, because we have enough coal for now, but we need a lot of wither skeleton skulls for some of our recipes. I wonder, can we make this black hole now? I canceled the black hole recipe, and it just, yeah, that's what nuked our storage last time. I canceled the black hole recipe, and it just filled up basically 3 of these drives. Okay, we cannot craft the black hole unless we are 100% certain that we can craft the black hole. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we just nuked 2 of our drives. That's fine. Whatever. That's why we got them, right? Woo-wee. Good thing I made extra. Okay, so the crafting recipes I'm making right now, some of these are going to go into a block dropper. Or, yeah, I guess it... What? Dropper? Yeah. Into an advanced or simple dropper. Because we need to use an atomic reconstructor to basically convert the items. So I'll show you what I mean in a sec. So first off, we're going to need 1 display stand, I believe, and a few empowerers. All right, first things first, we're going to take our pattern provider, put these recipes in that I have so far. And on top of this pattern provider, we are going to put a dropper, I believe. So with this dropper, we are going to take an atomic reconstructor. Should be able to make. Cool. And I guess what we can do is we will just go like this. Where did our atomic reconstructor go? Block here. Of course, an ender gate. I really don't want this constantly going off, but I guess there's not really a choice. Drop this down, so it's in this area. Now we're going to want to pick up an item collector. I'm going to grab a sound muffler. Cool. So now this sounds muffled, so I can hear myself think. We are going to power this advanced dropper. And with the item collector that we made, I guess we'll place it right here. We will look at what we need to do. We will go back this way, up one, and then there. So this item collector is on the correct spot. We will make an allow list. So here's our test to see if everything is going to work. So let's try to make 4 empowerers. Try to make 4 of these bad boys. It's going to drop this fairly slowly. So we are going to want to put this on the whitelist. Let's see. The Inori crystal on the whitelist. The aesthetic quartz on the whitelist. So let's just drop all this back down. And we'll make this tick to 1. So what is it waiting on? And we're going to want some trap doors here, if I had to assume. Just so that the items don't go everywhere. Take a little look-ski-doo. The aesthetic green quartz. Ah, it's still in my inventory. Silly me. So that'll go like this. Cool. Slap that here. Oh, wow, I got a strong arm. Cool. And we're going to turn off particles. So this system seems to be working. We made 4 empowerers, which I believe we only need 4. And now we need a display stand, I think. So that'll drop everything. This will give it the zap. So let's see how this works. I think what's going to happen here is we're going to go bang, 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 bang. Does this seem correct? I don't know, but I'm going to raise it off the ground by 1. Oh, so it could be faster actually to do this in block form. So we still have to make these crystals, but can we... yes. So actually, let's change these recipes here to do them in block form. That would be much better. So Inori crystal block, Restonia crystal block, diamond crystal block. We'll probably need this crystal block. Void. Just do them all. Okay, so I made these. So this should be a better recipe than what we had. Quote unquote. I don't know if this needs to be a 2-block gap or a 1-block gap, but so we're gonna pop all of this in here. Cool, that all fits. Hopefully we don't have to make too much more. Now, I'm actually curious if we place a pressure plate, because I really don't want this constantly. Would this work? We need a redstone torch to change this. Pulse. Oh, with an added effect, I see. So what if we keep these up and then, bruh. All right, so let's get rid of these. We'll need to use, I don't even know. It's so funny. I guess we'll just have to do something like this. But let's request some diamantine or whatever it's called. Diamantine. Did that work? Let's request like 20. Yes, well that's a problem. That's why I wanted to test this. So let's just have it constantly firing, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. And I guess we can put back our trapdoors. Much better. Okay. So I guess what's next on the list is we're going to have to automate the empower with the display stands. And I think this needs a 1-block gap between them. Again, I had them placed before, but I'm ultimately not really sure. But I guess what would be easiest here is just to do this, and this. And I don't think we need to power the display stand, but I do think we need to power everything else. Oh my goodness. I think it can only take power from the bottom. The gates aren't going on. Do gates not work on this? What? How do you power these things? Oh, wait. Oh, only the display stand takes power. I see. The empower... Oh, wait. Do I have this backwards? Do we need... Is it... I think I have this backwards. Oh. And we need to make a crafting recipe to change the block forms into regular. After making those 6 patterns, we can go over here. Oh wait, but those are the, oh, we gotta do it for the base ones too. There we go. Got those 12 recipes in. And now, if we try to make 3 more display stands, don't we have Restonia blocks? But that's missing Restonia crystals. But don't we have the crafting recipe for Restonia? Oh, this is the wrong pattern. Whoopsies. Silly me. Surely all the other patterns are good, right? Right? Yes. Okay, so now if we try to make 3 display stands, sweet. Give it the zap. We could put a sensor on this, I guess. That's fine, right? Surely it's fine. So now we have an empower. Can we put ender gates on these? Yes, we can. What a time. Okay, cool. So how are we going to automate this thing? So let's make a oak diamond barrel here. Slap that down. And let's make a pattern and see what it does. So I guess we'll start with this empowered diamantine, and we got to see how it inputs the items into the barrel. I think that's our first step. So empowered, make a pattern for this. We'll go pop that up here. Pop that pattern in. Let's see. So let's make 3 of these. It went to the barrel so fast, I couldn't even tell how it went in. So I wonder if we grab a @pipes item pipe and we pipe out of this barrel like so. So the item that we wanted first went into the barrel. Interesting. So we would need to go something like this, where the this might be ugly. Would this hypothetically work? Absolutely not. What if we... Oh, I kind of have a good idea. I don't know what to do. So what if we do not push crafting ingredient... wait. Okay, well, first off, this setup I think is incorrect. I think there needs to be a 2-block gap. We must do some testing, fellas. Cancel. Then what's going to happen here is we are going to take our pipe and let's try to do something like this. Now, I might seem a little crazy, but I'm actually going to change this recipe. Oops. It's not what I want. I want to change the recipe and see if this will work. What a setup we have going. I'm going to change this recipe so that the diamantine, or whatever it's called, did I just request that? Is swapped. So we'll put light blue dye here and diamantine goes here. So let's set that to the recipe. And hopefully you can see what I'm trying to solve here. And let's request 3 of these. I didn't request the empowered one. Oh, and that's waiting. So now we need a way to pull it off of this. Wow, this takes a second. Jeez. Okay. But now we need a way to pull this off, which I think I have the solution. Quite the mess of pipes here, wouldn't you say? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of all the pipes. I'm happy that worked. But we're going to do pipes along the top. We can actually do pipes like this, I guess. Okay, well, we have the block. And it hasn't been returned yet, so the next crafting recipe hasn't been sent. This would actually be easier if we sent it like this. This is going to go here. This barrel is going to go here. Then, cable's going to go like this. Across the top. Nice and easy. It's going to get pulled with that. And then this is going to come down here, not attach here. And this is going to get a filter on it, and we're going to add this NBT data. And can we pop you back here and see if this works? No, we absolutely cannot. So we're just going to pop that in the return inventory. We got rid of the pattern, and this doesn't work because this needs to be on until primary. Okay, take all this stuff out, restart it all, and see what we can do. Let's go back. This would probably be a lot cleaner with modular routers, but we're gonna see. Cancel this. Get canceled. 3 of these bad boys. Let's pop up here. Okay, this is working. I mean, this literally couldn't take any longer. Good lord. Hurry up. Chop, chop. Come on. Oh, these don't have power. Whoa. Why did the pipes connect to this? Oh, it works. I'm taking a screenshot for the thumbnail. Don't worry. Oh, it worked. It worked. All right, cool. Would this be cleaner with modular routers? Yes. Do I want to set it up with modular routers? Not really. I can. You literally smack a modular router on here. Distribution module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In our case, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With a sender module and a puller module, and then you send it to here. I think that would be the setup, but I'm just rambling. This does work. I don't think there's a way to make this look better either. So it's staying as is. Cool. So this all works. This is automated. Okay, let's make the rest of what we need now, pattern-wise, for the, what was it? The player interface. Yes. All right, let's set this up. Oh wait, I think we can just do it. Was that all we needed to set up? Oh, I think it's working. There's a lot to craft, but it's not gonna get held up on anything, is it? Wait, did I just automate all of that just so that we could just do one thing of empowered diamonds? Oh man, we need to make all of these individually, don't we? So let's make 2 of you. We gotta make the player interface. Now we gotta make the witherless rose. It doesn't take too many of the ribs. Oh, we have a lot of this nether star essence. Oh gosh. And now I thought we had oh, these are okay, and now we gotta make the wither builder. So we'll put all you back in there. Wither builder. We have no nether brick. Sweet. It's time. Scoop you. Extended. So now we're extended. That sounded so bad. Okay. Now we need to make the wither builder, which is gonna have to go through 17 crafting recipes. So is plastic really our holdup? You know what? I always want like, no, why did you go to 1? Hello, you don't need to be, okay. I'm gonna make it so that there's like 500 plastic always, so that we're not waiting on plastic. Wither builder? Wither builder? Oh my goodness. Now we need the supreme machine frame. I just want the quest rewards. That's all I want. Just give me the quest rewards. If you're curious on how the supreme machine frame is made, I think we're waiting for plastic. Yeah, it's just this. Okay, cool. Now I'll go in my inventory. How many more dependencies are there? We did this. Oh, we need an ether gas bucket. Silly. That's not the correct bucket. Silly me. Oh my god. What other quest do we need? View dependencies. It's really telling me that I haven't. Okay, let's run through this quest line really quick. We'll grab a bucket of latex. Dry rubber. Oh my god. Put down one of these latex processing units. Do I have a bucket of latex? Latex. Bucket of latex. Slap you in there. You need power. Does it need latex? It needs water. Dry rubber. Plastic. Simple machine frame. Advanced machine frame. I really feel like these quests should just backlog, because I do want the quest rewards. Don't get me wrong. That's why I'm doing this right now. And we need a pink slime bucket for some reason. And a meat bucket. It's colored poop brown. I have 66. We've never made an ore laser base. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Why would we need the ore laser base? We have the item. We've done them. Okay. So that's not even good. So we need the ore laser base, which we need iron ore for. Oh, wait. We don't have any iron chunks. Back to the beginning, where it all started. Ore laser base. Okay, cool. Can I... So many quests. Okay, cool. Now we go to the ATM Star. We grab the Wither Builder. And we got the quest completed for the Wither's Compass. Sweet. Oh my god. Okay, Wither's Compass has been crafted. Ultimate Induction Cell. Didn't we get a couple of these? Oh, we got the Ultimate Induction Provider and Ultimate Induction Cell. Cool. Alright, let's see what other quests we have, because we just ran through all that. We didn't really get anything. Are a lot of these quests choose? Oh, we gotta just manually click it. Give me good upgrades. Alright, stop giving me tier 1s. Alright, stop giving me tier 1s. Tier 2? No, these are... Okay, I'd say that's worth, kinda. Okay. Ooh, let's see if our copper's done. Yes! So now we need blue ice, soul lava, and a gen. Grab a bucket of soul lava. Generator. I guess we'll just grab a netherite one. We need a drawer. Diamond upgrades. Grab 3 of you. I guess it would be easiest to put the soul lava here. Oh wait, it just turned this into. Oh no. That's not good. We might need to put that over there. Oh boy. I guess we're gonna move this to the other side. Let's move to over here where there's no lava, right? Oh. Well, we could put the blue ice here. We could probably fill this in. Oxidized copper. Hopefully nothing happens to the soul lava. Soul lava. Looks really cool. Netherite. I'm a brick. I'm an actual brick. Do we have silk touch? We need silk touch. Silk. Oh, we only have one. We got to duplicate it a couple times. Books. All right, we have no such thing as a book. We'll duplicate that a couple times. And I made a really cool pickaxe, so we have silk touch on it. It got burned. This is what I get for trying to do a little bit. This is what I get. This is my punishment. I tried to do a funny little bit. This is what I get. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Like, I tried to do a bit. I thought it was going to be funny. It was not funny. I guess I technically didn't really need to move the blue ice. Huh. I guess I really didn't need to. We're just going to put an item pipe. Oh, well, the item pipe's not going to work. So we're just going to go like this. That looks a little awkward. It's okay. Oh, why does this drawer have a puller upgrade on it? Oh, man, I tried to do a little bit. Linking tool. Click you. And you. So now we have ancient stone being produced. I guess we can finally get rid of all this copper after 3 episodes. That took a while. That probably took like 6 or 7 hours of gameplay to like oxidize. I don't know why. Maybe because there was no direct sunlight or something? No clue, but that took a really long time. So I guess we technically automated actually additions? I don't know. But that's another main component of the ATM Star done. So that's fun stuff. That's cool. That's cool. I guess we're gonna try to start for the Dragon Soul soon. Because this is the next easiest one, I believe. Because these are easy to make, right? Yeah, like this isn't terrible. We're just gonna have to go through Draconic Evolution. We need a lot more power. I repeat, we need a lot more power. But we'll figure that out. Is there we could go through all the industrial generators. Is that in this pack? Let me see. Yeah, so we could do this. We could do the mycelial generator. This isn't the worst idea. Basically, we have to set up, I think it's 16 total generators, and we would get 25 million FE a tick, which, you know, it is a hassle to set up, but it could be worth it. 25 million FE a tick is pretty much what we would need for the rest of the playthrough, I believe. But yeah, maybe we will set that up. Who knows? Or maybe there's a better way of doing power in this pack. All right, we need to get some better upgrades in this thing. But that is it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed. I know the episode was kind of all over the place. We did 2 very different things this episode. But whenever this episode comes out, I am about a week into vacation. So yeah, I've been on vacation for the last 7 days, I think, from when this episode's going to come out. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. And let's not forget, question of the day. What is your favorite animal? Mine's a bear. I wonder if you could tell. If you really enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like. If you really, really, really enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. I respond to every single comment ever. So comment if you want to comment something. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.